Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. President Bongbong Marcos has arrived at the United States Indo Pacific-Command headquarters as part of his working visit in Honolulu, Hawaii. Marcos is set to meet with security officers led by Commander Admiral John Aquilino. The Indo Pacific Command is one of the U.S. military's combatant commands that cover the vast Indo-Pacific, including waters and airspace adjacent to the Philippines. It has over 380,000 personnel, including soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Department of Defense civilians. According to the Foreign Affairs Department, Marcos's visit adds a layer to the cooperation with like-minded states for a rules-based order in maritime areas. Prior to that, the president also visited Los Angeles and attended the APEC summit in San Francisco. President Marcos seeks to temper tensions with China in the West Philippine Sea. Marcos personally requested to speak with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping on the APEC sidelines to address the issues in the disputed region. This comes after a series of Chinese maritime aggression towards the Philippines' resupply missions to the Ayungin Shoal. The meeting between Marcos and Xi also came after the high-stakes dialogue between the Chinese leader and U.S. President Joe Biden.
Essentially, we tried to come up with mechanisms to lower the tensions in South China Sea. And I asked that we go back to a situation where both Chinese and Filipino fishermen were fishing together in these waters, and so I think the point was well taken by President Xi.
Marcos said he and Xi agreed to keep communication lines open and not let territorial disputes affect bilateral relations.
We really should view this as a work in progress. We have to continue to communicate. We were in agreement that the problems that we have in South China Sea with China should not be the defining element of our relationship.
Vice President Sara Duterte says she has no intention of running for president in the 2028 elections. Duterte issued the statement when asked by News 5 after her speech celebrating World Children's Day in Quezon City over the weekend. Duterte said her future decisions would depend on God's plan, saying that she did not even intend to become the vice president. Moreover, amid the reported cracks in the unity, Duterte said her relationship with President Marcos is, quote, okay. She also believes that the president has complete trust in her.
Hindi ko naman talaga ambisyon ng tumakbong Vice President and lalong-lalo na ang President. Alam niyo naman lahat yan na sinabi ko noon na hindi ko gustong tumakbong President. Lahat ng ginagawa natin, we can only plan, but it will truly be God's plan that will prevail.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Transport group PISTON pushes through with its nationwide transport strike. The group said around 100,000 of its members across the country will join the strike until November 23. This is in protest against the December 31 deadline set for the PUV modernization program. Aside from seeking longer time to consolidate into cooperatives, PISTON argued that modern jeepneys are overly costly. The group has set up strike centers in Metro Manila, Calabarzon, and Bicol, as well as in Western and Central Visayas. The transport strike, meanwhile, prompted the MMDA to suspend the number coding scheme today, November 20, while several schools have either suspended classes or announced holding online classes instead. Another round of oil price rollback is in the offing for motorists. Prices of diesel and gasoline are seen to go down by up to 70 centavos per liter each this week. The adjustments would mark the fourth consecutive week of price reductions for diesel and the third for gasoline. Oil companies will announce final fuel prices today, which will take effect on Tuesday. Shanice Palacios from Nicaragua was crowned Miss Universe 2023 in El Salvador. This is Nicaragua's first ever crown since joining the pageant in 1955. Prior to Shanice's win, the country had only placed at Miss Universe 4 times. The beauty queen succeeded Filipino-American R. Bonnie Gabriel. Thailand's Antonia Porcil is the first runner-up, followed by Australia's Moriah Wilson. Meanwhile, Philippine vet Michelle Marquez D took to Instagram to thank her supporters. She finished her Miss U stint in the top 10. For her part, Miss Universe 2018 Catriona Gray thanked D for carrying the Philippine flag in the pageant. Miss Universe 2015 Pia Wurtzbach also said she is proud of the Philippine delegate. Michelle's best friend, actress Rian Ramos, on the other hand, wrote 3 fish emojis on X, implying something is fishy. She also shared the supposed official Miss Universe art card from host country El Salvador, with the Philippines in the top 5. The post was said to have been deleted and replaced with Thailand in the Philippines' place. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.